if I remember right, I'm basically building, what, like a space habitat? Some giant thing in outer space? I just remember, like, getting to the point where I build, like, a space shuttle and I'm launching materials into space for some reason. I don't have a portable miner. Well, that's a lie. Okay. Perpendicular to north. Smelter. If you feel like devastating the environment, invest in chainsaws. Oh, I will. You're basically destroying the planet for the fix-it conglomerate. I don't think you can create habitats. Could be wrong, though. Really, I think the end goal is getting a coffee mug. Does that ring a bell? Oh, I don't have enough iron rods. If only I had some sort of iron rod production going. Look at that, 84. That's a number that's bigger than 0. Think that's just your promotion? In a weird way, it's kind of like Valheim, except instead of like going to fight the next boss, the next boss is the next milestone. I don't have enough iron plates. That's your job. Oh really? It is kind of like Valheim. You don't see it? Am I crazy? Here, give me 100 of those. You didn't hear about that? Yeah, well, the milestones have always kind of been there. It's just like in single player, it'll at least announce like or guide you through your objectives. So like base building is the next thing, and then logistics, and then field research, and then part assembly, obstacle clearing, and it looks like you can do several of these before you unlock the next one. Like complete the space elevator phase 1 to unlock this tier. I have no idea where that is. Somewhere in here, right? Oh, we'll get to it. We're just gonna keep building and building and making and making. Did I hear something growl at me? It feels a little dangerous out here in the woods, destroying the environment. Space elevators in the special section of your build menu. Oh. Need to get a bunch of iron plates out, but then we'll look at that. Heard a crunch. Okay, special thing in my build menu. Special space elevator. Yeah. So for this I need like 1,500 copper wire, 400 lead pipes, 250 iron plates, and 500 concrete. So yeah, it's a little ways until we get there. You hate the space elevator, honestly? With 1.0, you can actually watch it build the project. when you send stuff to the elevator. Ooh. That sounds fun. Okay, now you need some kind of power, right? Not power pole. Can I can't. Gotcha. This is where I need to get clever, right? So I deconstruct this power line. This is the main line. It's already gonna get a little spaghetti-ish. And I don't have any copper wire. Well, shoot. Do I have any copper ore? That's iron. That is also iron. It looks like I gotta find some copper. Boop. There we go. Not too far away. Epic Chicken has joined the game. Welcome, Burvin. Oh god. Chisel, chisels. Got to the point where you couldn't imagine getting through it. Yeah. I got to the point where I needed to rethink my entire base design. That just wasn't happening. Here, give me some copper ore. Like, I built a giant factory, and then it was very clear I needed to redesign a giant chunk of it. And that's why I'm trying to avoid the same mistake this time, by building like a bunch of really small dedicated things. Like, I haven't even figured out exactly how I'm going to do screws. The screws are made out of the iron rods. Have I entirely filled this up? No. I've run out of biomass, haven't I? There we go. Lovely. Now we could probably make this a little better. Just for now, dropping a storage container, in which we'll dump all our biomass manually. There we go. And then we won't have to worry about that for a little while. Okay, we were getting copper, which I have going automatically over there. Here. Let's Give me those things. What is that? Bacon agaric.
Potential edible collected. Reminder that look and smell alone do not provide sufficient data to determine exact risk of consumption. Just because it looks like you can eat it does not mean it won't eat you. Store this potential resource for later use.
Oh, I am gonna eat the bacon mushroom. Wait, can I eat the bacon mushroom? I did not die. Hey, I know that guy. Alright, where is my emote button? Emote wheel T. That's the most important control here. A. I can do a heart. Game of the year. Okay, and Epic Chicken is just gonna clap me along while I make 17,000 spools of wire. Now, Epic Chicken, if I put, say, a bunch of stuff in my personal storage box, do you have access to these things? Thumbs up if you do. Yep. Okay. Or use your words. Gotcha. So I'll try to keep this loaded with my latest stuff, so that you may help me with things. Occupied. Occupied. Okay. Well, if it's gonna be like that, we are gonna need a workshop, which is made out of iron plates and iron rods. Oh, well, that's equipment. Is there no crafting bench on this? That wasn't what I thought it would be. I'm sure that was necessary for something. Here's this thing that says crafting bench. I imagine that's what I was trying to make. There we go. Probably won't be staying around much longer, but good luck. Also, it is eventually, yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate that you popped in. We'll still be going like 7 hours from now, probably. So if you want to pop in later just to see what the craziness looks like. Oh my god. How do I point? Do you see this? We have... What has science done? This poor guy. Well, that's our mascot, I guess. He's part of the machine now. Oh god. Pale berries.
Potential edible collected. If consumed before authorized is compatible with the human digestive system by Fixit, the consumer is responsible for any and all consequences. Store this potential resource for later use.
Oh, I need cable? I thought I needed wire. Cable is not made of wire, it turns out. Cable is made out of exactly wire. Okay, cool. There we go. It's coming together. Now, okay. What exactly did I need for these? Concrete and wires. Alright. For the concrete, I'm going to need limestone. Grab more bacon shrooms. And for the wire, I'm going to need more copper. I got all confused there for a second. Because the wire... The wire needed cable, but the power line needs everything else. I'm glad I invited friends along on this journey. Because when our powers combine, we might actually build a decent factory. I mean, a hideous factory, but a factory. Okay, what am I doing? Making copper ingots so that I can make wires. I will also need concrete. Alright, that's enough for now. Boy, as much as I would like to just, you know, queue up 7,000 things by hand. I'm not sure I've got enough banter. All right. Eventually, I think I'm going to get in some sort of trance where I'm just building things so quickly. And so smoothly. You. Alright, you're grinding. There we go. Got the iron. Goes into the smelter. It's getting turned into iron plates, which go into here. So now we want to automate the copper. And to automate the copper, I need another one of these, which means I need more iron plates, which are coming out of the thing. You need a smelter. And a constructor. Constructor will make wires. Do I have any plates already? I do. Adorable. You're making biomass for the furnace. Okay, cool. Do you want to make the concrete maker? Sure, cool. That's teamwork. Alright. Okay, point north and get this perpendicular. Close enough. And we smelt. And then we construct. There's a tree in my way. Hiya. Oh, I need what? Reinforced iron plates. That's crazy. All right. Now let's figure out how to make reinforced iron plates, I guess. I bet it has something to do with screws. I'm gonna feel real bad for that guy by the end of this. Okay, reinforced iron plates takes screws and iron plates. Got it. How many of those? Lots of those. Okay. Do I have iron ore? I do. Take half of that. I think I actually have plenty of iron ore, probably. So how's everyone doing in chat? I don't know if this is going to be an amazing playthrough or an incredibly boring one. I'm excited to do just about everything. Like, I want to build something really, really cool. And this is like one of the few games where, like, you can build something really cool. Like, I want trains, I want roads, cars. Like, I want to build the massive factory that you're supposed to build. Or that I hear that you're supposed to build. Like, I've seen pictures. They get pretty. And I remember, like, I'm trying to figure out how much time I put in here. I want to say like 10, 20 hours. Before I realized that this game's going to be amazing. And if I didn't stop, by the time I would spoil it for me playing 1.0. Okay, constructor. It's gonna go around the tree. It's gonna look terrible, but there we are. I need iron plates. I've got iron plates. Lots of iron plates. We're almost to the point where I can stop building things manually. Perfect. Alright. You do copper ingots. You do wires. The wires go in there. Now I need to get power that way. So I take the main power line down in that direction. I'll park it a little close to the limestone deposit so that he can branch off of it. And there we go. We've got wire production, theoretically. Okay, it's grinding. Any day now. There it goes. Lovely. And it's smelting. Fuse blown. Which means I'm using more power than I can actually handle. Is that correct? So yeah, let's see. Capacity was that, and we passed it. So there are 2 biomass burners on the back of the hub. Well now. It's a shame. It's a shame I'm out of cable. Yeah, there sure is. Oh, but I didn't make any wire yet. So I'm gonna have to do that manually. And that's some amount of stuff. Here, I'm going to drop some copper ore in here because I think he might need some. Okay. There we go. Biomass. Biomass, you say? So you've got biomass in there, which I'm guessing is just an upgrade from raw leaves, right? Yes, I see you've done stuff. And I imagine you're correcting my mistake there. Leaves wood at workbench. Gotcha. So I dumped the leaves in here. I go to the workbench and I can make biomass out of leaves, and biomass makes better fuel. It's all coming together. You bought this game during the Steam summer sale and still haven't played it? You plan on it soon? I can highly recommend it. Like, there are a few automation games like this. Factorio is probably the first one I've seen. And I gotta say, this is probably the best one I've ever played. And it's probably the only one I'll ever need. They've worked on it so long. And they've made it so good and so pretty. Like, the one thing I'll say is, like, the combat doesn't feel like it's necessary or problematic in any way. Like, occasionally you come into like a little warthog, and there are slightly bigger warthogs and other problems out there, but they're so minor that like the game feels really peaceful. In fact, the game feels like you could just stop playing for a long time. Like, I could just drop my keyboard, stand right here, feel perfectly safe. And so it's a good game if you have like kids or you're on call or something, because you can just keep playing and then stop whenever you want. Like, I could make this remaining cement manually, I think. Is that what I want to do? Just wait until you meet Johnny the Jetpack Hog? I'm excited to discover what that means. What are you doing? Okay, so we've got the limestone miner. You don't smelt limestone, is that correct? So you would just go straight into construction, right? There we go.